9 ani Menbe Kering TV wale nyin sabalena atol mini alon ko alka safaro le ke fir fegol le balbudo alafta kabin kankula ning alnata home digital fm jamu kankular bundal te dami alon ko ning e kankula dunia bele kalon e ka fengo mi wafi ani kama minna ando manna da wala atul mini alon ko project ko balbudo gabia banko kanim banko e bantara na lafta mole nyim project ko kalamuta janne modulati alsina kachano dami nka advertisement or kaliyele dami yalon ko nse voice kali nga bi mix nga namurung nga eali bara manna da wala ni lafta talk show la dami yalon ko business ole be bulu wala project ole be bulu isina sino radio to janne wala itarasiri na online tv ine mole den kachala pour nyin kamala ese ku jama lojje ntolu dum mobundale timi yaron ko ka fahamuro yurwande kanda malu ke kilomoti wala munnalo kankungoti wala ya sabu ibe dawoda ni atara safaro le be bulu do lafta mole kala mutande kana ker nan tarabri kama nema bana laftan command la drongal se fero ke alien commandi plus 220 779 4475 wala plus 220-734-3125. Hanside ning altulbe diaspora alsenna WhatsApp command nole plus 44-777-1676-759. Wala Menbe Kering nka wole nyama andum fanan nkake wole nyama. Badi ngolo kanyende fo watol belade nko julol siatale bari kamin fan kumandi julola walla mu julolti nyine ya sabu jula finance limited inin kukuto le nata kalafaro ke la service ola nyin kamala ke la cliano lu dahandi wala faro wolom nyindi ko Afro Express Services be dawoda kabirin katon fokoina ni je dawoda ni atare kodo kiyana nin jula finance lela isa dunno jere yela kodo ta bare hansa ndorong ning wotalla ma fangola Guarantee Trust Bank be dawoda alsalla kodo tano jele Reliance Financial Services ani Easy Finance Limited mini yalon ko bale banko kan bare fanan tolu jula finance na kunda bale banko karo bele wala badi ngola a daha natale wala sign nali aje drong Afro Express kabirin Westfield kata fokoina ali aje dawoda aldung ali alla jula finance kodota jula finance e kofana na lafta bank account odi yalla atral be bitimi rewde ali fero ke ani e kacha andum fana alida apod jindi ali download nyinka mala e se kodo kino wati diate ila moye Gambia jang bare manna da wala fana ni lafta credit kola nyin network on Menbe Gambia wala ni lafta cash power kila moye Gambia nka nyimbe kalele wala jula finance ntolo fana mu nyonta wonleti tonya banko julolu siatale bare julolu nyaton kolo wala mun tolti jila finance limited.
Kus balu falin sayala sonea falin koleala daha falin batala kaira falin korola kunkufe falin bade kola kulijara korokoro kasarala kunkukubi katala kunso katara turula kuting kasarala kucholin kasarala kabarang kasarala kus kis kas kataku koroku kasaraku kayang korola keresibang kutungkan na yala nen sabada kono bayawla nen kuntu da kono ne melungla kusben na finton dingul banna fala kenyeleni fankaso na finton dingul be banna fala tunga kusni sira ma fenjawo na finton dingul be banna fala su kere kenya kaburla kere fankas kaburla kenya le kono fure kasanke bale fankas kono fure kasanke bali kenye lening fankaso be koma sela tala lu barna fala kusning sira ma fenjawlu be susi dalu barna fala kaburu ko keta kunku feti kulu jara wudo keta kunku doti kuru jara fefe lalu kalobe katla kulu jara safarola beyan kulu jaro te sonna sumbula sakomo kulu jara kus kasara kerekati kus kurumita kango kang tongo katita kono funuta tuma be sanga kumbo ning tunga fure gebalia lemba mus sik ning hun tanjaw ba nafinton dingul be banna fala akuta fendu marallado sunula sako bala fane kunna miraku su kandita tunga sumayata sondo meten kum baliya ne jikila tay nafinton dingul be sutatul udayta
baɗi lamelalu anin baɗi jibelalu ngalu konton al tolnalu konton na analu jamundan senum anin albe wato mento anin albe dawda kalu bismillah kacato nin tembo sida men kanale alla lamar kunda bato men kata home digital fm jama ka kumande su radio la breka masada kono janto anin alla jibere kunda bato men kata Menbe Kering television dal hawa kono badonu ni yin tembo sidan ka kachala na talen kamen kuma the special focus on the local government commission be yin tembo men do man secondary commission wala be ke kan banko kan janto be jiber ke ka wala commando nala kilo ba kan kabirin yin kardan town kono an safa kabirin yin kardan tambila kanana da mutale ka jiber ke man secondary commission na commission be alon ko wala be jibero ke kam fona namul kata damento na marcel to na bunto ani na kordala ni ku kata jamalu amina non ko wala mun na tilwo tani na ko le kadum men kunto o nambo kata damento ani kunda me alon ko wala be lorin pour kan na laldeda surtout sa tawul kono na dinkira jamal to ko do men kata wodin kirani to commission ni wala bo bondi kan nyoto ka jibe jumale martala ani yadunde mun to ani mun kan to yala woto bi fanan de talale damin to wolbe kala KMCD kondal da kala nyama ban me mosatalla danila sende man se katani damuta bismillahir rahmanir rahim sa kum fanin alhamdulillah rabbil alamin borom jaal
abaraka bake adam ko yafa nyamen dron ba on dolbe commissioner de noma andum be tembo minto commissioner be kani fingle wolon kani fin municipal council par bitum yalon nga funu janne o lokun tambila ko arafan kasaro kidan ha you know arafan gambia mo ifanna ma be mo problem multi bari bi fanan sita ning alpha do hita mimbe no kanefi municipal council wala mimbe kanefi municipal council ngajube anin commissional ning lead council Patrick Gomez ila kasabe lawana minto fader
me men kala dron ning jaja cham be kato kala dron nimbe bitala wala be kala jaja chamti me alon ko tebbe damento wala mu kanefi municipal council me alon ko akeda moti me alon ko cdr nyinin karning jabir tambita aning lead council tema Patrick Gomez aning commissioner men alon ko wala be local government of inquiry local government commission of inquiry be mo man secondary commission de banko kan nin jajaita.
Morning, Mr. Cham.
Good morning.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming.
All right.
Council, can we please proceed?
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Good morning to all the commissioners. Madam Chair, if you will allow me before we proceed with the witness, it is important to state to the commissioners that we have concluded with Brikama Area Council to a great extent save the evidence of CD4 Sonko and few others that we will proceed with, knowing that Mr. Sonko was serving the government of the Gambia in the foreign mission, and that arrangement is being done. And in Brikama Area Council, of course, we've had so many witnesses in relation to the TOR of the commission, which the commissioners, led by the chairperson, really strictly following in relation to the administration of the area councils, the withdrawals of huge sums of money, loans that are granted by financial institutions of the area council, the appointments of staff, disciplinary measures taken, the general structure of the area council and its activities. So we are moving to KMC, the Kanifing Municipal Council. This witness would be our first witness by the grace of God. So we will be following the same pattern by hearing from several witnesses in relation to and strictly with respect to the terms of reference of the commission. They will hear the evidence of the witness. All these witnesses have given statements to the investigators of the commission. They have been asked questions in relation to the terms of reference based on the role that they serve in the Kanifing Municipal Council. And so, with the permission of the chairperson, we will begin with this witness for KMC.
Council, thank you for the update. I just want a further clarification on the chairman of Brikama Area Council. What is the level? Have he been served officially with the summons?
Yes, Madam Chair. Efforts have been made for the chairman to be served. He was outside the jurisdiction of this country. It was probably difficult. Communications were made. The investigators were able to reach him. We understand now he is back in the country, and so statements will be obtained from Mr. Sonko, CD4 Sonko, and then we hope that we will secure his attendance very, very soon.
Thank you so much. You may proceed.
Thank you very much once again. Please, Mr. Witness, can you tell the commission what your name is?
Beg your pardon?
Can you tell the commission what your name is?
My name is Jaja Cham. I work for KMC, Kanifing Municipal Council.
Mr. Cham, what is your address?
My work address or home address?
If you can have both, it's also very good.
Okay, office address is KMC, Kanifing Municipal Council.
All right.
My home address is Lamin CDC.
Very well, thank you very much. Now, Mr. Cham, can you tell us what your educational background is?
My educational background is O-level, A-level.
So run us through your background, where you've attended primary school, junior school, if any, high school, and any other further qualification.
Okay, my primary school, I started in BAM Primary School and completed my primary school in Bundum Primary School at primary 6, where I moved to Gambia High School for O levels. That's where I did my O levels and also did my A levels in Gambia High School.
Which year was that?
This was 95 for O level.
1995?
Yes, 1995 for O level and 97 A levels. So I also did my degree at the University of the Gambia, where I studied management at first degree. I also did a master's in public administration at Subdeco International University.
Right. Thank you very much. Do you recall giving statements to the investigators?
Yes.
In fact, you gave 3 statements. One statement was given on the 27th of April 2023. You recall this?
Yes.
And you have an additional statement the 7th of July 2023?
Sure. Yeah, I don't remember the date, but I gave 3 statements.
Were you given copies of these statements?
Yes.
So we will ask that you be given these statements. The first is dated the 27th of April 2023. The second, 7th of July 2023. And the third, 13th of August 2024.
Yes, these are the statements.
Mr. Cham, can you go through the statements? There are three. I just go through them briefly.
How? You want me to read them over?
No. You can just go through them briefly.
For confirmation?
Confirm, yes.
Yes.
That's your signature in these three statements?
Sure.
We apply to tender these three statements from Jaja Cham. The first is dated the 27th of April 2023. The additional statement, the second additional statement is dated the 7th of July 2023. And the third additional statement, 13th of August 2024, all into evidence as an exhibit.
The witness statements of Mr. Jaja Cham, the first dated on the 27th of April 2023, the second statement dated on the 7th of July 2023, and the third statement dated on the 13th of August 2024 are hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/JC/KMC/001.
As the commission places. Now, Mr. Cham, when were you appointed at KMC, your first service with KMC?
That was 2006.
2006. And you're appointed as?
The clerk of the council.
Clerk of council.
Yes.
For how long have you served in that role or capacity?
2 years.
2 years. And then?
I left to the private sector.
Where in the private sector did you work?
Bank PHB.
For how long did you work for the bank, PHB?
8 years.
After working with the bank?
I came back to KMC.
To KMC. Which year was that?
That was 2016, 2017.
2016. In what capacity?
As Director of Administration.
Director of Admin?
Yes.
Do you have your appointment letter as Director of Admin?
Yes, it's in my file, but not with me here.
Mr. Cham, you did not know we will ask for your appointment letter?
I beg your pardon?
You didn't know we would ask for your appointment letter?
No.
Okay, you are asked to produce your appointment letter.
Okay.
Can you please write that down? Were you confirmed?
Sure.
When were you confirmed?
That was almost a year or 6 months, almost 1 year after.
Please produce your confirmation letter as well.
Okay.
So how were you appointed? Do you recall the process that you followed in your appointment?
Yes, at the time there was a local government.
Please increase your voice.
At the time there was a a service commission at the council at the time, the
Yes.
committee
Yes.
for the appointment of staff in the council. So I was interviewed by that committee.
All right. Do you know how many of you were interviewed for this position? You have no idea?
No, I cannot remember.
You can't
because
recall.
Yes.
So you served in this position from 2016 to?
To 2018, that was October.
2018?
Yes.
So what happened in 2018? Were you promoted to another position or?
Yes, I was given an acting CEO position from the ministry.
From the ministry?
Yes.
You have that letter with you?
I can provide that one. I will look for it.
Please write that down. Yes, go ahead. After which you've assumed the role of a CEO?
Yes, this was for around October 2018.
2018.
To March 2020.
So who was the CEO that you took over from?
C2 was an acting CEO. Her name was Salamanjai.
Salamanjai?
Yes.
How long did Salamanjai serve as CEO?
I cannot give.
You do not know, but you were in the council. Was it more than a year or two?
Yeah, because I was on vacation when she was appointed, because she was appointed during the interim management period.
Yes.
So I was on vacation. Before I came back, I understand she was appointed acting CEO.
Was there a handing over from her, the former CEO, to you?
There was no handing over.
Why was that?
Pardon?
Why was that?
Because at the time, she resigned.
She resigned?
Yes, and she didn't hand over.
So there was no handing over note that you've received?
Correct.
So when you were appointed as CEO, acting CEO for KMC,
yes,
for how long did you serve in that position?
That's 1 year, 4 months.
And then what happened? Please tell us.
Yeah, I acted for 1 year, 4 months. What happened was, I think I served for more than 6 months at the position, 1 year, 4 months. So I was expecting to be confirmed after 6 months or a substantive CEO be appointed.
Yes.
Or the position be advertised. But this does not happen. So surprisingly enough, after 1 year, some months, I understand that they want to advertise the position, so anybody who is interested can apply.
Yes.
So it was put on papers and people forwarded their application.
Did you apply?
Yes, I applied.
Please proceed.
I applied. When I applied, I went to an interview. I think it was 5 hours, I can remember.
Where did you attend the interview?
At the ministry. Then there was a service commission.
Local government service commission?
Yes.
Please proceed.
So that service commission interviewed all of us. So according to them, they said the successful applicant was somebody who was a manager at GBOS.
At GBOS?
At GBOS.
And who was the individual? Who is the person that...
Her name was Senabu Martin Sonko.
Okay.
So she was appointed CEO. So I was then written to hand over by the ministry, by the commission through some staff in the ministry to hand over to her smoothly.
Did you hand over?
Yes. So
you have your handover note to Madam Senabu Martin Sonko?
Yes, I handed over.
Do you have the handed over notes?
With me? No, I don't have with me, but I can check it out.
Please.
But I did a detailed handing over and gave a copy to the mayor, I think a copy to herself.
Who was the mayor at the time?
Talib Bensouda.
Very well.
I think I also sent a copy to the ministry, if I could remember. But I did a handover, a detailed one, both financial and other processes.
Okay.
And I also put her through for some time for her to get okay with the system, and I also took her to all the council facilities.
Now, can you provide us as well, you can write that down, the handing over note from you to Madam Sonko? What was your qualification as at the time this position of CEO was vacant? Your highest qualification?
It was first degree, in management.
Do you know what Madam Sonko's highest qualification was at the time?
I don't know.
Now, in 2018, when you were acting CEO,
Yes.
what was the administrative structure at the area council?
The administrative structure.
Yes.
When I was acting CEO.
Yes.
The administrative structure at the time, you have.
Oh, just wait a minute. Before that, when you handed over, were you back as that of administration, or were you given a different position?
Yeah, because what happened that time, there were positions that were vacant, because the position of CEO and deputy CEO and director of finance were all declared vacant. So then I applied only for the position of CEO. Then after the interview, the successful winner becomes the CEO. Then I was sent by the letter to go resume my original position as director of admin.
That was in 2019.
That was
sometime in 2019.
Yes. By then there was no one who qualified for deputy CEO. So later, subsequently, we saw a deputy CEO being appointed. But at that time, the deputy CEO, I was told, I'm not sure, also applied for. He also was interviewed for the position of CEO and also as.
I can't get what you were saying at that point. Come again, can you please repeat that?
Yeah, what I was saying, the 3 positions were vacant at the time.
Yes.
So at least 5 of us were interviewed for CEO position. So there was no one who qualified for deputy CEO. So the position of deputy CEO was vacant.
Yes.
So at the time I received my letter to go back as director of administration, there was no deputy CEO. So I assumed my original position as director of administration. So after weeks or sometime, 1 month or so, we saw somebody who the commission appointed to come as deputy CEO. But he was...
Somebody was appointed from?
By the commission.
By the commission?
Yes.
Who is that somebody?
That was Kajali Jane.
Kajali Jane, okay, please.
But he also applied for position of CEO, where we all were not successful, including myself and him.
Okay. Now, and then you were back as that of admin for how long?
Up to date.
Up to date.
Yes.
Now, back to my earlier question regarding the administrative structure of Carnifing Municipal Council when you were the acting CEO. What can you tell us about that?
I think you want to mean by the organogram or how?
Yes, yes.
That is, you have the policy making body, that is the council. That's
to start with, do you even have an organogram?
I beg your pardon?
To start with, was there even an organogram in the first place?
Yeah, sure. Council have an organogram.
An organogram was formulated in 2018.
Yeah, that was before 2018.
Before 2018.
Yes, so we have the policy making body.
Can you avail us with a copy of the organogram?
So you have the policy making.
No, before you proceed, was it ever reviewed, the organogram?
Yes, because it was part of our strategic document. It was reviewed and then.
When was it reviewed?
Long since. That was even before I joined the council.
That's what I'm saying. So 2018 moving forward, the organogram was it reviewed?
No, it wasn't reviewed.
It was never reviewed?
Yes.
Okay. So 2018 moving forward, there was no, you were operating based on the previous organogram?
Correct. Up to
but were you maintaining the same departments and the same structure? Or was there any new departments created or new positions created?
No, new departments there were no new department created, but new units were created.
New units were created?
Yes.
It's one and the same?
Yes.
It's one and the same?
But in substance, the departments, because the units are under departments.
Okay, so we will need the organogram and they will take it from there. So please proceed with what you were saying.
So you have the policy making, that is in short, the council is in 2 tiers. You have the policy making, that is the chairman or the mayor and the councillors, they are the policy maker.
Yes.
So you have the administration general, that is
finance.
You have services.
Services.
Compliance.
Compliance.
Audit.
Audit.
And I think that's, and yes. How many do I use?
You have 5, I believe.
So you also have the municipal police. We consider them as a department.
The municipal police.
Yes.
Is it headed by a director?
No, by a commissioner.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Then these are the departments.
This is what you can please increase your voice.
I can recall. These are the departments I can recall for now.
Okay. Again, you will need a list of the departments
You will
that
need
exist in 2018. Yes, please proceed with the structure.
So
Under the office of the CEO.
So under the CEO, you have the line of department. Those are the
Yes.
departments I give.
Yes.
Services, that is environment and sanitation in another way.
You have finance too.
You have finance department. You have audit department. You have compliance department.
Yes.
You have the police. So far, yes.
That's all. Now, do you know the structure in, for example, the compliance department? What is the role of the compliance department? Do you know?
Yes, I saw. The compliance started as an inspectorate department. So we feel that
Mr. Chairman, I am afraid I know probably this is how you speak.
Yes,
But
the
just
compliance.
increase your voice.
Okay, in short, if you want to know the function of the compliance makes sure that they look at what they call our level of compliance when it comes to tax payment, when it comes to our administration for all departments, and how they add value in terms of standard practice. So they are there not only they also to make sure that our image is kept well.
What do you mean by your image is kept well?
That means that the best practices, where you see the revenue collection, they are essential. They have been doing very well.
I did not say whether they were asked whether they were essential or not. I mean whether what you have described as their role, whether it was effectively done.
Yes, we have seen efficiency and effectiveness.
Effectiveness.
Correct.
Now, was there data of compliance before 2018?
Before 2018, I'm not sure, but 2018 there was director of compliance.
No, we need the fact that this information is not something that you probably would not be in a position to know. You are in a position to know this, the answer to the question.
Yeah, but if I cannot recall, I want to be sure what I'm giving you.
Okay, so if you can't recall, just say you can't recall, then we will give you time to provide the information.
Yes, sure.
So you cannot recall that?
Yeah, but in 2018 there was compliance department.
But you don't know before 2018 whether there was a compliance department?
In fact, the director of compliance, when I was elevated to acting CEO, he was appointed as director of admin at the time.
So my point is, you don't know where in 2018, before 2018, there was a data of compliance.
I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on that.
Please, you can have that written down as well regarding that information. You can write that down as well regarding the. So how about admin? If there is a role of the compliance now, how about admin? What is the role of admin?
The role of
administration.
The role of administration is to provide policy support, of course, advice to the office of the CEO.
What kind of policy support?
In terms of what the decisions at the general policy level, at the council level, and also look at the working tools, the tools and the policy document that we have in development, like the strategic document, staff service rules, and other personnel standard issues that we need to implement them accordingly.
Give us examples.
For example, the human resources or the personnel policies, service scheme, etc., discipline and things like that, ethics and ethical standards.
Is that not, are these not the, or do they hand it over to you,
no, correct.
Over to you so that you now, hear me out, so you now keep it. So we want you to be very clear on that. The reason why I'm asking this is because some revenue collectors or some market masters will say they have handed over their cash books, just wait a minute, for auditing purpose. So we want to know the procedure, where it will be, who will be in custody of these books, and the records that are kept in relation to tracing these documents. Do you now understand why I'm asking?
I understand.
So now please explain to us.
So what we do is simple. That's what I said. If the finance department needs where they will keep their records, it's our responsibility.
Okay.
But our responsibility is not to hand it over those cash books.
Yes.
We provide a safe place for them to keep, and also for easy access, retrieval, and also storage. That's what we do.
So who is in charge of this storage or this facility?
It's the department themselves.
Themselves.
Correct.
They'll be in sole custody of these documents.
Exactly.
Okay, that's clear. Now, was there a strategic plan in 2018?
Yes, sure.
Can you please tell us about that?
There was a strategic plan. I think this expired almost around 2019 when I was acting CEO.
Was there any new strategic plan?
There was a new strategic plan. The objective of reviewing it was to align with the national development plan of the country. So we worked that one out and have that alignment. So
now, can you produce the strategic plan at the time you were CEO and the reviewed one in your capacity as Director of Administration as well? Now, as CEO in 2018, do you have in council internal audit unit?
Sure.
Who was the head of the internal audit unit in 2018? All the way to 2019, as at the time that you have...
yes, one Mr. Fofana, one Ibrahim Fofana.
Do you recall what his qualification was at the time?
No, I don't recall.
Now, what was the role of internal audit? Do you know?
Of course, auditing.
Audit. What is their role? How are they supposed to conduct this audit?
They are supposed to be helping the council to adhere to the rules and regulations.
And how are they supposed to do this?
I beg your pardon?
How are they supposed to do this?
Yeah, by looking at our both financial and other records, as the time deemed fit for them periodically.
By conducting periodical audit report or audit exercise?
Yes, and also see our level.
Was that done in 2019, 2020?
In 2019, there wasn't, because...
Please, let's hear you clear. There was no...
In that way, yes, the internal audit. But I think there was external audit.
No, let's forget about the external audit. We are dealing with the structure within the council.
Yeah, no, I'm not. There wasn't.
There was no internal audit.
Yeah, in fact, that was some of the challenges council had at the time, during the time of the audit director. Yes. At the time, because the general council themselves were following him to make sure that reports are generated and brought before their attention.
So there were no reports. So for all the activities that were conducted, there were no internal audit reports for the whole year.
That's what I can remember.
I can't hear you clearly, sir.
Yes.
Good. Do you know subsequently, as that of administration,
after
2019, where there were periodical quarterly audit reports?
I think it's only recently that we've started having, when we have a new audit director.
When was that? How recent?
That was this year.
This year?
Yes.
Do you mean 2024?
Yeah, because what happened when we...
No, let's just get the facts first. You mean 2024 is when you started having internal audit reports?
Yeah, when the director of the...
Can not the explanation to the facts?
Yeah, but okay, what I'm saying...
What I want you to tell the commission is first the facts, and then you can explain the circumstances surrounding the facts.
So you are talking about 2019 or...
I want to know, you've already told us, your period as CEO sometime in 2018 to 2019, it was 1 year, some months, correct?
Yes.
That there was no internal audit.
Yes, I did not see the end report.
Yes, yes. So if you are CEO, you have been given internal audit reports conducted in Municipal Council?
From around 2020.
After you were CEO, yes, you retired back to being a director of administration.
Yes,
were there quarterly internal audit reports that were...
report prepared, I think, by the assistant who, yes. I'm not so quarterly, but there were internal reports provided.
How many internal audit reports were you?
I cannot count that one. I don't know. Because
Again,
at that time, when the audit prepares the report, you can either send it to the council or to the CEO's office. So if you have not provided copy, I don't know. But some provided by the assistant who took over.
Kosoro kan network ko la fanala dron barimbe kadul ke kan pour ka murnan jaja cham kala sedero ni ka tentendi.
Good morning.
we have the establishment register here. I will show you
You have what?
the establishment register.
Okay.
In it, you will see two documents, I believe. Now, are you familiar with that establishment register in that file?
Yes. Though the writings are so small.
Yes. Yeah. Does it cover the period you serve as CEO?
I cannot say because I might not be able to.
Please increase your voice.
I say I cannot say because I am not able to go through all this list.
Okay.
Then because also number two, they are very small.
You have the assessment register? Oh.
Yes, in the HR unit, yes.
Come again?
At the HR unit, yes.
Yes, then let's have that file. Please come with the one you have. Were there issues of overstaffing?
At what time?
Come again, sir?
The establishment register at what time?
The period you served as CEO.
Oh.
Mr. Chairman, CEO in 2019, were there consultants retained? Name or of the lawyer or the office?
Yes, in Senghor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Senghor Law Practice, I believe, or chambers?
Yes. There was one retainer lawyer. When the new council came, we decided to change the.
Who was the lawyer?
That was house.
That will be A, B, and Co.
Yes.
Office where the
New council came.
council came. Now, Senghor or Senghor Law Practice?
What I recall, the general council, the new council, our mayor related of need to we practices.
na wo KMC han kabi be kola ko soro kan network ko dro se mun nga tenten ndanto nu dame.
Good morning.
Walk into KMC and you advise them informally. How is that possible?
I say I'll get back to you on that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you're here and you can recall that. If that's a major issue.
It's not a major issue. I'm human. I don't want to give you false information.
Fair enough. Now, for all information that you have regarding the recruitment or appointment basis of Senghor Law Practice, we want you to avail us with all the information. Do you get that? Was there any other lawyer or law firm that were contracted apart from Senghor Law Practice at any given point in time?
No.
Whether temporal or permanent or?
No.
You don't know. Now, how about advisors?
To what context? Advisors?
Any form of advisor?
Advisors could be many. I don't know.
And that's why I said advisors.
In what context? Also,
if you walk into see and you advise them or to you and I know that's not what I'm referring to. I am talking about the employment or hiring or retaining of advisors. It's a formal process where there are advisors retained by council in 2018.
Anyway, this is what I can recall for now is the legal advisor that we have.
There were any
be koleya ko soro kan ne be koleya ko soro kan network la fanala dron
Home digital radio station badi unun kan la moy su radio la 99.9 mimbale brikama state kono te kono
Good morning, Mr.
KMT, that is
KMT. What is KMT?
Kanifing Municipal Transport.
Cardiff Municipal Transport. When was this created?
Yeah, that one was, I'm not sure whether 2020 or 2023. I'm not sure. I can get back to you.
Sorry, Mr. Cham. Can you please speak up a bit because we are not hearing you.
Yeah, sorry.
Can you move the microphone a bit closer to you?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Yes, go ahead.
KMT was created created companies.
Please get back to us.
KMT.
KMT, yes. Next one is? K?
MM.
KMM.
Yes.
What is KMM?
That is Kanifing Municipal Markets.
Cardiff Municipal Market.
Markets.
Markets with the S.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to get back to the commission as well regarding the information? Do you want to get back to the commission regarding also this information, the KMM?
No, KMM is for, that's what it means. It means Kanifing Municipal.
As in, when was it
created?
yes.
Yes. I can also get back to on the time of creation.
Any other company you know of?
This is what I can remember. I think these are the two.
Just these two that you know?
Sure.
Okay, we will need you to give us information regarding all the companies that you know when you come back subsequently. Do you know whether these companies are functional, KMT?
Sure. They are functional.
They are operating. KMM as well.
KMM and KMT.
As well. How are they managed? What is the structure? How are they managed?
Yeah, they also passed the resolution to create these bodies.
So who are the shareholders of KMT?
We do not have shareholders as at now, because what happened, the board was created to run the affairs of the company to make sure that they do all the feasibilities, data collection, and also see the viability.
Yeah.
So, and to ensure that, for example, for KMT, to see that how the
Okay.
yes. I take
But it's up and operating. That's
no,
why
no,
I
I'm
asked whether
correcting you. I'm saying to ensure that this becomes a reality.
no, you are giving
No, say that.
okay. You say ask this comment where functioning where
What I'm saying, yeah,
can exist, but they are not exist. But in actual operation, by practice, they do not exist because they do not have any function. They do not do anything.
So what I mean, they exist. They are
moy su radio la 99.9 mimbale kama sate kono te kono
Board has the discretion to they can throw light on that when they.
No. I mean, don't tell me what to ask to who should throw light on what. Just answer what you know.
Yeah,
and you just stick to that. So, do you know?
I don't know.
Do you know whether some staff?
I don't know.
You don't know what?
Some staff in that company.
I haven't finished my question yet.
Okay, finish.
Yes. Do you know whether some staff of council are also staffs of these corporations?
No, we don't have staff of KMC as part of.
You don't have staff of KMC, so they have their own staff.
I think so.
You think so? Okay. Now, and they are as that of admin or as CEO. At the time, you have no relationship with these the staff of these companies.
Yes, my time as CEO, this company was not created.
That's why I said as your time as CEO or admin. So sure. Do you have a copy of the resolution that was passed for the incubation of these companies?
Here, not at all.
Okay, so please write it down. We want to see the resolution as well.
Mr. Chairman, please also endeavor to provide the memats of these two companies. The memats, the memorandum and articles of companies.
Okay.
Copies of this.
Okay.
Thank you.
In 2018, and you were the CEO.
Just a second. Let me put this.
Right.
Thank you.
2018. Who was the director of finance?
Sirif Njai.
home digital radio station no badi unun kan la moy su radio la 99.9
and you do not have this information when you were CEO.
The response was not positive to my liking. So being a former banker, I decided to operate the banks that I know and don't work with the ones I don't know.
So which means there could have been other accounts which you do not know, because as far as you're concerned, you wrote letters to request, but you were not given any information.
Yeah, I could not confirm whether they are there or not, because.
Can you avail us a copy of the letter you wrote to the banks?
Anyway, it will be difficult, but we can dig into our records.
Why will it be difficult?
Yeah, I will find out from our records office.
Yes.
Because I asked my deputy to send mail to them.
Yes,
Indeed.
Exactly. So we need.
And this was not even the director of finance at the time. I asked my deputy to send.
You said this was not?
My deputy at the time, deputy chief executive,
yes.
I advised him to send letter to all the banks. I think it was either him or the director of administration at the time.
I think I heard you say that you didn't ask that the director of finance do this.
Yes.
Why? Is there any specific reason?
Yeah, because I want to make sure that we know all the, so for checks and balances.
Checks and balances.
Yes.
Now, please, those transactions, we need copies of these transactions. But this is confidential, like you said, because you didn't inform any other department because you wanted to make sure you have the proper check and balance in place.
Exactly.
Now, when you could not get this, did you also as well engage the Director of Finance regarding the accounts of council?
No, because what happened at the time, I think the purpose to me was defeated because, you know, when you are dealing with financial institutions, they also know the directors of finance.
Yes.
So if they say letters, that's what I suspect. They keep on calling, letter is coming from your place. So you understand?
Yes.
So I think that was what defeated my purpose. So I don't have time. I have much work to do. I don't have time to. So when I close, a lot of the banks, they keep lining up, begging me to open an account and operating with them. I said, no, those days where council will come to look for overdraft and money is past and loan. This council will have more money than some of your banks. So, because I know how banks operate. So I decided to limit myself to 3 banks. I feel other purposes where some banks were also not processing our salaries as we wanted. It takes them weeks, 1 week to pay salary or 3. So the turnaround time for me is, so I decided based on, the council gave me the authority to look at the banks that I feel I can work with.
Yes.
So
because you knew as a former banker, how many years, 8 years experience?
yeah, 8.
And you knew that there would be naturally a relationship between the banks and these finance directors. And so that may be a reason as to why they certain information because of the relationship they may have.
Yeah, looking at the setting, the local settings, as a financial institution, a CEO will not write you and you are talking about, you want to liaise with the junior.
Yes.
That one I cannot understand.
Absolutely.
And if you have seen confidential, that means that you are there to put records straight.
Yes.
So, looking at our local setting where everybody have been working with people, customers. So this you are now about you account or were they pre-existing? They were there.
So you did not open any new
I
account?
did not create a new account.
Any new account. They were there. Now, let's talk about withdrawals in 2018. What is the structure in place? How are monies withdrawn from the accounts of council?
The monies of council are withdrawn, I think, but they in different contexts.
Okay.
Because, of course, money to address our operational issues,
yes,
our overhead and our capital expenses. So when the need arises, the transaction is strict.
Home digital radio station badi kan la moy su radio la 99.9 bale
Draft and money is passed and load. This country will have more money than some of your banks. So because I know how banks operate. So I decided to limit myself to 3 banks that I feel. Other purposes where some banks were also not processing our salaries as we wanted. It takes them weeks, 1 week to pay salary or 3. So the turnaround time for me is so slow. So I decided based on, the council gave me the authority to look at the banks that I feel I can work with. So
because you knew as a former banker of how many years, 8 years experience?
Yeah, 8.
And you knew that there would be naturally a relationship between the banks and these finance directors. And so that may be a reason as to why they would not want to disclose certain information to you.
Yeah,
because of the relationship they may have.
Yeah, looking at the setting, the local settings we see. Because
Yes.
as a financial institution, a CEO will not write you and you are talking about, you are asking the junior,
Yes.
or you want to liaise with the junior.
Yes.
That one I cannot understand.
Absolutely.
And if you should have seen confidential, that means that you are there to put records straight.
Yes.
So, and looking at our local setting where everybody knows each other and you have been working with people day in and day out and customers, things like that. So
these three accounts you are now talking about, did you create these accounts? Did you open these accounts newly when you came in, or were they pre-existing?
They were there.
They were there.
They were there, yes.
They were there. So
Yeah.
you did not open any new
I
account?
did not create any new account.
Any new account. They were. Now, let's talk about withdrawals in 2018. What is the structure in place? How are monies withdrawn from the accounts of council?
The monies of council are withdrawn, I think one way, but they do it in different contexts.
Okay.
Because, of course, money is there to address our operational issues.
Yes.
Our overhead and our capital expenses. So when the need arises, the transaction is triggered. So the request is triggered first, and this request come to my attention. I look at it and see the need for it. Then I give my endorsement, the first approval. That's the first approval that we will undertake this.
Yes.
So the document goes to the finance.
Yes.
And the finance will push this to accounts, and accounts will work on this. And then they will prepare either funds transfer or check payment. So the checks also will be prepared, and with the vouchers. And if procurement is also required to, they also do their bit of it. If also need to do some procurement through the GPPA, it follows all those due processes, and the payments come to my desk as either payment as transfer or payments as checks. So where I sign, and there are signatories to those checks.
Yes.
If I'm around, I sign this. The director of finance sign this. We also have other signatories in cases some of those A and B, in cases some of those are not there. Like
and who are these other signatories?
Like the deputy CEO and the director of administration.
Admin.
Yes.
Now,
this is how payments happen.
are there any ceiling that you should approve in the absence of which the mayor should approve?
No, the
Finance and Audit Act requires that there must be a ceiling to that effect.
I think
so. What is the involvement of the mayor in?
The amount is 500,000.
500,000.
Yes, at my level. So the mayor don't approve per se.
Yes.
It goes to the council.
Goes to the council.
Yeah, where they sit as a council.
Okay.
Or it goes to GPPA. So, but the council is consulted, and they give the green light, and the process starts to go to all necessary process.
The level, the ceiling is $500,000.
Yes.
So, for instance,
I think there was a time, it was 500. I think that is in line with the GPPA. There was a time also where they recommended that any payments beyond 100,000, that is also in order to make sure that we have the financial discipline. So any payments beyond 100,000, the council agrees that we share with the mayor and discuss about it, and also see whether the priorities, in terms of priority payments. So when payments are high, we discuss about it.
Mr. Chan,
yes.
How often does council sit?
Monthly.
Monthly. That's once in a month, or?
That's what's monthly.
Have that been regular?
Sure.
Good. In 2018, it was regular every month. You have 12 months in a year. Council
it was
every month.
Very regular. Very regular.
So if you have, when do they sit? Is it in the beginning of the month, end of the month, or notice will just be issued out, depending on?
It depends on the chairman of the session and the clerk of the council.
Of council.
Yes. So they set the dates, but they ensure that they make sure that every month.
So if you have a payment to be approved or to be decided upon that is above the threshold, that your threshold as CEO, and there is no council sitting, what do you do? Who approves it?
That does not happen at my time.
Please speak into the microphone.
It does not happen in my time.
In your time, all payments were within your.
Correct.
We are within your purview.
Correct.
And the limit.
Correct.
You did not make any payment above
Correct.
your limit.
Correct.
All right. The other question is loans. Were there any loans contracted in 2018-19 that you know
Can
of?
you elaborate on that?
Taking loans from the banks or overdrafts?
As an institution, you mean KMC as an institution contracting loans at commercial banks, you mean?
Yes.
There was not.
In 2019, there were none.
Yes.
How about staff loans?
You mean KMC giving staff loan or get staff taking loans from the banks?
Was KMC granting staff loan?
Yes, there was a loan embargo at the time.
There were no staff loans in 2018, 2019.
Yes, loan embargo.
I believe from one of your statements I've seen that you've said, except for emergency cases.
Yes. What I mean by emergency was when somebody is in a serious family or problem.
So
or
I expect you to say that.
Yeah.
I expect you to say this when I ask you these questions.
So those are the cases where.
Just wait a minute. So when I ask whether there are loans, for instance, for the staff, you tell me what you know, and what you know must be complete.
No, that's what I'm giving you. When you say generally, there.
When you say no, it will suggest that there were no loans.
No, maybe that's your understanding. But the thing when.
And my understanding matters, Mr. Cham.
My answers also matters because what I'm giving it generally.
What I mean, we're not having an argument. What I mean is that when I ask you a question,
yes,
provide me with the full detail.
Yes.
For instance, if I ask whether there are loans that are given to staffs, if you say no, that has shut down. That means probably there are no loans. But if there are loans given to a certain class of people, then you tell me what obtained. That's what I meant.
Yeah, what I mean, but generally there were no loans because there was an embargo. But
Yes.
we exceptionally when people are in serious trouble and they need the assistance of council and
Yes.
the salary payment terms are not salary payment time don't come and probably they might be sick or they need some treatment.
Yes.
We give that human face to them. That was happening.
The human face to them.
Yes. Human kindness, that's what I mean.
Were there loan policies, no? Were there loans issued in 2018, 2019 when you were CEO?
There were no loans, the staff loans.
To even emergency situations?
That's what I'm telling unless and until on emergency.
Were there instances where you had cause or reason to issue out loans in any capacity, whether emergency or not?
There
even
was.
one?
There was.
Make it easy.
Yeah, there was.
Yes, just make it easy.
Yeah,
how many times?
I cannot know. I don't know the number.
Okay, fair enough. Now again, when you come back, you write that down. We expect you to give us the list of the individuals that were given loans.
During my time as CEO?
Yes.
Okay.
And all the necessary documentation in relation to those loans. Now who?
Okay, wait, let me put this down.
All right.
Yes.
Now, in giving out those loans, who is the approving authority?
The CEO, and there was, it was the CEO. We used to have a committee for loans.
Yes.
So when there was an embargo on these loans, or we were not giving out, in short, the committee was not active then. So the discussion, that was the discussion of
Talking about this embargo, go ahead, the discussion is?
That was the CEO was approving this.
You said the discretion?
Of the CEO, yes.
Now, talking about the embargo, who issued out this embargo?
The council.
The council?
Yes.
The council sat and there was a resolution?
Yes.
Please provide us with the resolution. And the resolution you are saying states that there's an embargo on loans. Did it provide for emergency situations?
Let me find the resolution for you.
You want to find the resolution?
Correct.
Okay. Now, The other issues are just projects, 2018, 2019. Do you have a list of how many projects that council engaged in this period?
I think we had projects. I think the main project during my time was the waste management project.
Yes.
I think there were other projects that I also had.
How many? Tell us, you have the waste management project 1, 2?
I also constructed the road.
Please.
Road construction project.
From?
This is from around the Serekunda market. I think they call it Latkumba Road.
Serekunda market?
Yes.
Road was constructed there?
Yes, Latkumba.
Yes.
Road, yes. And also there was a market shed that I constructed.
Market shed?
Yeah, that I constructed.
This is what you can recall?
Yes, for now. And
Did I hear you say that I constructed?
As a council. I mean, when I say I, council.
So don't use the word I again. Then don't say I. I mean that council constructed, which you are part of.
Yes.
Correct? We need the list from 2018 to 2019 for all the projects that you know that council engaged in.
During my time?
Yes.
It's 3. That's what I gave you.
Just 3 projects?
Yes.
For that period?
Yes.
Okay. You will need the project details as well, the contractors.
The records are with the investigator. I think we submitted almost everything that we had.
Okay, then we will give you time.
To this commission.
We will give you time to sort out those three projects and on all the details therein.
Yes, unless the commission helps, because the documents are with.
Yes, we will give you time to do that. We'll give you time to do that.
Okay.
You just list that down, and it will be one of the documents that you will have to produce by going through the records. How were appointments made at council level?
Of course, the need for when there exists a vacancy.
Yes.
And the council saw the need to fill those positions.
Yes.
And the request, the advertisement is made at the media. So,
yes.
So people have applied and shortlisted. There's a committee called the Establishment and Appointment Committee.
Yes.
That sits on these appointments. So, for certain levels, junior position, for senior levels, it is forwarded to the committee.
What is the range with respect to the junior level?
This was around grade 5, 6. Grade 5, if I could recall. Okay. But during my time, there was the local service commission at the time was not constituted.
Yes.
So even the time I was appointed an acting position, I was not appointed by the commission at the time. I was appointed by the minister at the time.
Okay.
So later the joint service commission was constituted and took over the business of appointing staff at senior level.
Were there any appointments conducted at council level in 2018-19 when you were CEO?
Yeah, there were some before my time, because 2018 there was some before my time, and there were some during
your time. So let's get that. There was appointed before your time in 2018.
You want that list?
And during your time in 2018.
Okay. Why not you make it easy during my time?
No, just before your time in 2018. All the year in 2018. You were appointed when in 2018 as CEO?
October.
So, but
mid-October.
We need all the list of individuals appointed in 2018.
Okay.
And 19 during your time as CEO.
Council, can we qualify it from the time of our mandate in May 2018?
May, yes.
Yes.
Please, May.
May 2018.
From May, yes.
Yes, 2018 to the time you left as CEO.
To 2019, 2018 to 2019. Is that what you mean?
Yes, the time you served as CEO.
Okay.
You said you served in your acting capacity for 1 year, 4 months, right?
Yes.
Yes, so we are looking at May 2018.
Okay.
To the time your tenure finished.
Okay.
as acting CEO.
Okay.
Thank
so,
you.
But I took over in October, mid-October, 2018.
Yes.
So,
2018 October.
Yes.
Yes. Our terms of reference, we begin to look at the activities of the council from May.
Okay. Understood.
2018.
I understand.
All right. Thank you.
Now, do you have that? The other question, Mr. Cham, and we're almost done, is in relation to the implementation of policies in council. Do you follow? And the general management of the council as a whole. What is the involvement of the mayor as the political head as well, and the CEO as administrative head in relation to the policy implementation of council and its general management?
During my
How
time,
do you work together?
During my time as CEO?
Yes.
During
your time as CEO, to be specific, and also as that of administration, what you know about this relationship in relation to administration?
I think the way the setting is, all the elected officials, only two of them that have office in the headquarters,
And
in the
who are these
council.
individuals?
That are the mayor and the deputy.
Yes.
So they work with the administration direct.
Yes. How do they do this? How do you work as CEO, for instance? How do you consult the mayor or the assistant? What is the consultation process? What do you consult them on, if any? And that's what I mean.
So the consultation, every morning I advise him on the financial position of the council.
Okay.
And the level of the project implementation.
Yes.
And also advise him on the risk on certain issues that we've initiated that might not happen on time, or issues that will have delays. Those are the texts I bring to his table. He also will give me his...
Are they official correspondence?
Yes, of course, official correspondence come. There are official correspondence that are direct to the mayor's office.
Example?
It depends on, sometimes some come from the ministry, some from government, some from the NGOs and private individuals. Some don't know the office setting, they direct issues to the mayor's office. Some will address to my office. So where letters that come to my office that needs the mayor's attention, I will minute it to mayor's attention. So where mayor saw the folder, he also look at the folder. All matters that comes to him that requires my attention, the folder will come to my desk. So not only that, we also have a periodic management meeting where we discuss about, we bring agendas, we discuss about council operations. And
how periodic are these management meetings? How often?
So mostly every month we sit, sometimes twice, more than 2 times we sit in a month.
Management meeting?
Yes, management meeting.
And the management will include?
Management meeting include all the directors. So sometimes...
Give us the list. All the directors and yourself as CEO?
Yes, of course.
Deputy mayor?
Of course.
Mayor?
Of course, he is the chairman of that management meeting.
Yes.
Just
is this the same as the SMT, senior management?
Exactly.
So that's the SMT.
Correct.
And you meet quite often in the year.
Yes.
And it involves the mayor, the deputy mayor, the CEO, and all the departments.
All the technicians. So it's a very pragmatic meeting where we see our level of implementation.
Yes.
We give tasks and see who is responsible for which task, time to be implemented, and also reports on it. So we also look at the departments that have challenges. We share that, just senior staff management meeting.
Yes, yes. As well, in that senior staff meeting, when, for instance, you have procurement issues, audit findings, are these also to be discussed in these meetings?
Yes.
Generally?
We do not. We discuss procurement issues in the context of issues that need to be procured.
Yes.
So advices are given on that, and what they call updates are given.
Yes.
So, but not per se procurement matters in detail.
Yes.
So audit issues also are discussed. For example, when audit reports come and we have certain recommendations, and especially the units that are concerned.
Yes.
So those also are discussed, and also feedback on level of adjustment or level of implementation. All is
Are minutes taken?
yes. I'm the secretary to that meeting.
Can you provide, you have been the secretary since?
Since I was secretary since 2018 until I become CEO, then the director of admin then becomes a CEO. So from 2019 around March, April, I took over again, up to date.
Up to date.
So,
we will need minutes of the meetings of the SMT.
yeah, you'll get it.
All the minutes of the meetings from 2018 May to
Yeah, you will get most of them. I'm not sure you'll get all of them, because there was a time when the external auditors came. We provided them with all, because they also
you should have copies.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah,
allow me to learn. My laptop at the time had a problem when it crashed. So I was trying to, because I saved some of them when we could not find hard copies. So I could not get few of them, because that's what I checked. So I get a new laptop. Though I get a lot of them still with me, you'll get as much as you have, but I don't assure that you can get all of them.
Okay, Mr. Chairman,
and I think some of them are also provided to this commission.
So moving forward, any document that's been provided to the commission, you will have automatic access to it. Right. The registrar will be given instructions, I believe as well by the chair, right, so that you can sit with the registrar and request for certain documents, and you have a copy of it.
Thank you.
Do you understand?
Thank you.
So the minutes.
Sorry. Let me just find out. You said it was from 2019 that you became you were chair of the SMT.
The secretary.
The secretary.
Secretary, yes.
All right. From 2019 to when?
I was secretary before I became CEO.
Okay.
So immediately I came back to my position again. I continued as secretary.
So that ended when?
From around April 2019.
May 2019.
I was up to present day. I speak to you. So.
Okay. Thank you so much. I wanted to confirm that.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Mr. Cham, so do you have the recorded regarding the minutes of the SMT?
Of course.
Okay. So I'm just trying to assist you.
Okay. Go on, I'm getting it.
Are you recording the minutes that you have requested to bring?
We record minutes. I record minutes, all the minutes.
No, I mean, do you have that down in your list of documents?
Yes, sure.
So I'm just helping you here. What you do, provide us with a cover letter regarding the minutes that you have, that you intend to submit, and the ones that you have said you could not submit, and the reasons why.
Yeah, okay.
All right?
All right.
And then we can discuss that later.
Yeah. But I'm sure you get about 95% of that.
Thank you very much. We hope so. The other issue is the appointment on contracts. Whether any individual, whether any people or employees or staff that were appointed on contract basis?
At what time?
Again, our CEO or as that of administration. Anyone appointed on contract basis that you know of?
Yes, there were.
Okay. Can you give us the information?
You mean now?
Do you have it now?
I think
all the appointments, or you just provide us with a list of the individuals that were appointed on a contract basis?
Yes, I think it was in front of one of the information I gave to investigation. The names are there.
The names are there.
Yes.
Again, we will want to have the copies of their contracts as well.
Okay. During my time or after my time?
During and after your time.
Okay. All right.
When you were CEO in 2018-2019, was that the period that you had the agreement with Express Motors for the procurement of 19 Council compactor trucks?
Yes.
Were you actively involved in the procurement of these 19 compactor trucks?
Yes.
Do you have a file that you keep regarding all the transactions for these 19 compactor trucks?
Yes, we do.
You do? Can you provide us with all the information that you have regarding the compactor trucks?
They were all submitted to this commission.
Yes, so we will ask that you see the registrar, you identify all the documents involved necessary in relation to the 19 compactor trucks. The agreement was with Espas Motors, correct?
I beg your pardon?
The agreement was with Espas Motors.
Correct.
I believe it was a tripartite agreement with a certain bank as well. Is it Ajib Bank? You had an agreement with Ajib Bank as well. Ajib Bank.
Yes, yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, how about the supplier of these trucks? Do you know the company that supplied these trucks to Espas Motors? Do you have any information regarding this company?
I know the trucks are futon trucks.
They are?
Futon.
Futon trucks.
Futon trucks.
Yes.
So the supplier get this from most probably China, I think so.
Most probably China, but you don't have the information.
Well, on where they get it from.
Yes.
No.
And as during all this period, you had no information how much it was procured. Do you know how much Espas Motors procured this truck?
No, I'm not supposed to know that. That's not my business.
You're not supposed to know.
Yeah, because.
Why are you supposed to do due diligence?
And I don't know. Huh?
What do you mean you're not supposed to know? It's not your business as Chief Executive Officer.
Because when we solicit for the procurement of items,
yes.
So I'm not a business. What I do, I look at the merits and also look at all the procurement guidelines followed.
In looking at the merits and demerits, that's why it is your business.
So at the time, what interests me?
No, I'm just saying, looking at the merits and the demerits, that's why it is your business. And is it not your ultimate business to make sure that whatever council pays for, you have value for money?
Yes. So that's what I was.
Is that understood?
Clear.
That is why it is your business to do or conduct due diligence. Is that not the case? So, for instance, if you want to procure this water and someone wants to sell it to you, let's say $500, would it be your business to know the actual price of the water or not?
At the time.
No, I'm asking. I'm giving you a.
Can you say it again? Can you say it again?
You had said it is not your business to know.
At the time, yes.
Okay, now it's your business to know.
Now, because what I was interested at the time was to bring trucks to help.
So you are interested in buying water. Do you understand? You have an event. You want to buy water. Are you, and someone, did you have a supplier? Are you interested to know how much the actual market price of the water is? Or what you're interested in is just getting the water?
Maybe if you will understand me.
You have to increase your voice.
Yes. Maybe if you will understand me, as a CEO,
yes.
If I solicit for the supplier of an item,
yes.
So I don't want to involve who will supply me, where he will get it.
Yes.
You understand?
But you want to know the price.
I don't want to go that far, where to follow the supplier.
No. Mr.
Let me land. Allow me to land.
I'm not going to allow you to land. I've already heard what you said. I don't agree with what you are saying. Because what you are saying doesn't make sense.
Maybe you don't understand. It doesn't make sense to you. But to me, it's that's what I'm telling you the facts.
Wait a minute. It doesn't make sense. And then it doesn't make sense to me. So just wait a minute, hear me out. And so you will be having opportunities to explain. It is in your interest that it makes sense. It's in your interest that what you are saying is in line with your duty, your obligation, your functions as CEO. Do you understand that? Get me? Understand that? So now you can proceed with what you are saying.
Yeah, what I was saying.
Yes.
There was a committee, the contract committee, that
yes.
that looked at all this.
Which you are part of?
Of course, which I was part of, and it went through some institutional process like EPPA.
Yes.
So I am not sure where they will tell me a bottle of water will cost $1 million,
Yes.
and GPPA approved that.
Yes.
So they also have their compliance.
We will
So-
deal with that. We have already dealt with that, and we will deal with it again.
So,
for GPPA or any other persons,
allow me to learn.
you allow me, hear me out. You have mentioned GPA. For any other person or institution that would have to answer any question, that's not for you to decide. So you are here to answer questions in your capacity as CEO or acting CEO who took part actively in procurement of 19 compactor trucks. Yeah. So just answer what you know, and you leave the rest for others to answer what they know and what they do not do or what they have done. Are we on the same page?
Yes, sure.
Good. Now proceed.
So what I'm telling you, I feel that it was within limit and there is value for money.
Okay.
So we procured it.
How do you know there was value for money?
Of course, by the assessment, the evaluation, those processes help me.
How do you know what there was value for money? What assessment are you talking about? You have no idea how much these trucks cost? How would you know there was value for money if you have no idea how much they cost?
I'm not a specialist in trucks.
You don't have to be a specialist.
And I don't have markets for trucks.
You don't have to be.
So, and I also, it's not my work to follow my suppliers where they get the items from.
You don't have to be.
So what I do, I compare and contrast the ones that submitted the tender bids.
Okay.
So that also helps us to know this is within limit and there is value for money. And regarding the specification, of course,
yes,
because specification tells me, because somebody is what we want. So what we want and somebody how much is selling it. If we feel this can solve our problem.
Again.
Sorry, Council, let me just come in here. Mr. Cham, I think we will like you to, just like what Council said, get the documentation, okay, and we will follow through on the process, and we will get to know the details, and we will come on to discuss the procedure, the compliance, and all that.
All right, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So, Mr. Cham, just to mark the record straight, you have no idea how much the actual supply in China, the food on trucks, cost?
I don't know.
So you don't know?
At the time, I don't.
At the time. So as CEO, you don't know, so council do know how much it cost at the time?
No, I cannot tell you the council don't know. I personally don't know.
You sat in the contracts committee meetings?
So.
That is the official committee of council.
So.
In getting information regarding any procurement.
I didn't get you.
That is the official committee that discusses procurement.
Yes.
And so, was that information available to the committee?
No, your question, the way you set your question, what I can tell you.
Was the information?
I personally.
Hear me out. Answer my question. Unless you don't understand it, you tell me you don't understand my question. Hear me out.
I don't understand your question.
Exactly. That's much better. Was the contracts committee available with the information regarding how much these compactor trucks cost from China?
See, you are talking about China. Me, I do not do.
No,
allow me to learn.
Hear me out.
You should allow me the opportunity to respond.
I asked you a direct question.
No, please allow me the opportunity to respond.
Go ahead.
I think that's what will make.
Go ahead.
You get the information.
Go ahead.
You are talking about China.
Yes.
We do not buy trucks from China.
Yes.
We bought trucks from experts.
Yes.
So if you are talking to me about China, you are talking about international procurement.
Do you have information?
I did local procurement from experts.
Do you have?
So if your questions can.
Do you have an information
on
regarding the actual cost?
I don't.
Listen to the question first. All right? If you do that, it will be helpful.
All right.
So if I ask you a question that, like you believe, for instance, you only dealt with experts, we gathered evidence, experts give you the price, we gathered evidence, but the records must be out. What you know and what you do not know, individually as CEO and as a contracts committee, will be out, no matter how much you avoid the question. It will be asked and it will be out. Did you, at the level of the contracts committee, have the information as to how much the price of these trucks are from China?
From China?
Yes.
We don't.
Thank you very much.
What we know
Life is simple. Yes, I understand that. Life is simple when you do that. So
you are mentioning China and we are in Gambia. So, so it's just like any commodity from it.
Mr., you have already answered my question.
All right, thank you.
So
wolle bulo katara Menbe Kering koto walla Menbe Kering kana modan araba lungolla alnin Jula Finance Limited mini ya lon ko nyontangol long kodo topoto nya anin kodikiyo la fannara andun ise bank account o yerali e dinkirado to dawoda diatali ise telephone topopo kade anin kaspa wa topopo ayatara manta dawoda nkoy ko afeya tale ko nyabiti anin nyaayele ila apo kochi ya jindi ni dunde la app store to ise tara siri la bungo kono le wale tare la moto kono ye kodo ki ibe dunia dawoda kate badi malia ani kanunte wala Jula Finance